Welcome, foolish mortals, to a very different type of video. While going through stuff recently, I found my Walt Disney guide for the first time I went to Walt Disney World in 1976. So this is shows you maps and stuff, but I wanted to go through this kind of page by page and just kind of show you because you don't get to see this stuff very often. Because I don't know. I know my mom lost hers. So, page the first. So you should have a table of contents, let you know ticket books, all that kind of stuff, where you are in the Walt Disney World, the Magic Kingdom. Of course, this is before Epcot, before Hollywood Studios, before Animal Kingdom, so there is just the Magic Kingdom. It has numbers for reservations, where to look for first aid near the Crystal Palace on Main Street. They have complete gas maintenance and repair facilities for cars. I don't think they do that anymore. Here's a page for the tickets. Adults are $9 and children 3 to 11 are $6. Now you get a ticket book which includes admission to the park and the transportation system and 8 attractions. So you get those, and if you don't know what those are, I'll show you one I have from Disneyland. This is an old ticket book, and this is why they used to call things, e-tickets, A-tickets. Of course, you only got a couple e-ticket ones. Then the D-ticket, this is Disneyland, so that's all the stuff that you could go to on that. And here's a C ticket and an A ticket. So that's what they're talking about when they're talking about coupon books. That was before they changed over, thankfully, to the new Magic Bands. I really liked those. So here's the 18 ticket book. It includes 2 days admission to the park, 2 days use of transportation, up to 16 attractions, a coupon for the World Cruise to Treasure Island, and a coupon transportation to River Country for $18.25. So on this page, they talk about the Skyway, the Haunted Mansion, things that are very popular that might fill up. It's a variety of dinner, shopping, relaxing. Here's getting around the world. This is before they had all the disabled visitors stuff. So this talks about what you can do with a wheelchair and limited mobility. On Main Street, USA, you have the attractions. You have Walt Disney's Railroad, the Walt Disney Story, which is you followed Walt from his boyhood through the creation of Walt Disney World. Main Street Cinema, they used to show shorts in here from Silly Symphonies and stuff like that. They have a penny arcade, and by them they show you what, like this is a C, Walt Disney is free, these are A tickets. You can take the horse carriages, the horseless carriage, which I don't think they do that anymore either. And then there's a fire engine and the omnibus that you can take down. Then it has a list of the shops that are available. I'm sure almost all of these are still there. They're just called something new. My mom's favorite was one where they actually did glass blowing on site. It was actually pretty cool. You have the restaurants. Of course, you have the Main Street Bakery, Cafe, the Pavilion, Crystal Palace, great place. And then Adventureland. So you have Swiss Family Robinson's Treehouse, which is a B ticket. The Jungle Cruise, which is, of course, an E ticket. The Enchanted Tiki Room, which is a D. And Pirates of the Caribbean, which is also an E. And then there was an arcade game section in there as well. Then it lists what is available for restaurants in the snack centers. And then shops. All kinds of little deals about the shops. Then you move to Frontierland. Frontierland, you can take the Railroad, which is a C ticket. You can pop over to Tom Sawyer's Island, run around there. That was always fun for a D ticket. The Country Bear Jamboree is an E ticket. Frontier Shooting Gallery is a B ticket, which is also cool. Then there's the Diamond Horseshoe Review, which is a stage show right out of the Wild West, featuring a cast of dancing girls, comedians, and singers, and it's actually free. That was always fun to do. You have Pecos Bill's Cafe, Aunt Polly's, Fort Sam Clemens for restaurants, and you have the Trading Post. Liberty Square has a Hall of Presidents. That's an E ticket. And they, of course, update that every time we get a new president. They slap him in there. So at the moment, Biden is in there. Liberty Square riverboats. Those are cool. They take you on a great little tour of the rivers of America. That's a D ticket. The Mike Fink keelboats. Now, this will take you backwards and forwards from Tom Sawyer's Island back to the mainland. Those are fun. And then, of course, there's the Haunted Mansion, where you come face to face with 99 happy haunts, ghouls, ghosts, and have a frightful adventure. Liberty Tree Tavern, I know, is still there. So is the Sleepy Hollow Refreshments. So is the Columbia Harbor House. I don't think any of this has changed. Now, I don't know about the Fife and Drum. That's different. And in the shops, they don't have Memento Mori listed, which is, of course, where all the Haunted Mansion stuff is. Now, moving to Fantasyland, this has got all the biggest section at the moment. You have the Skyway, which it goes from Fantasyland to Tomorrowland, but of course it doesn't do that anymore. They got rid of that years ago. And now it dead ends into what is, I believe, Rapunzel's bathrooms. That was a D ticket. Peter Pan's Flight, one of the most popular rides in Disney World. I never understood it. I like it. It's just not, to me, it's not great. In fact, they didn't even think so. It's a C ticket. It's a Small World. Everybody's favorite earworm song was an E ticket. The Mickey Mouse Review, which was a neat little stage show. Of course, they don't have that anymore. Cinderella's Golden Carousel, that's still there. That's an A ticket. Dumbo the Flying Elephant. It has moved over to the circus area, but it was a B ticket. Snow White's Scary Adventures, of course, is no longer there. They moved her over to, or parts of the ride are now part of the mine car. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, unfortunately, was dismantled and replaced with Winnie the Pooh. My mom loves Pooh, so. And 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, that is also not there anymore. And then the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, which is a B ticket. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I always thought that was cool. They still have it at Disneyland, but not World. Here's all your restaurants. The horrible pizza can be found at Pinocchio's Village Haas. This is the ones they've changed, I think, the most. And then I think most of these shops are the same. They haven't really changed any of those names. Over in Tomorrowland, where the future is just around the corner, you have the Grand Prix Raceway, which is still there, which I think they should get rid of and use that area for something different. It's a sea ride. Of course, Space Mountain over here is super. I've ridden it, but I don't do roller coasters, so that's all I need. Again, they're telling about the Skyway, but that doesn't exist anymore. Starjets is still there. The People Mover is still there. The Carousel of Progress was actually a free ride. It's not really a ride. It's like a 20-minute presentation. It's really fun. If you had wings, that's no longer there. You traveled to the Caribbean, Old Mexico, New Orleans, and other exciting spots. It was presented by Eastern Airlines, which also doesn't exist anymore. Circle Vision 360 was a very cool presentation on America that was presented by Monsanto. And then there's Mission to Mars. You go to Mission Control and blast off. Now they've got more stuff now. They didn't used to have as many shops and stuff. Oops. But they've got 3 shops and 3 restaurants listed here, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple extra things now, plus kiosks, of course. So here they give you an idea of what to do for photo tips. They want to make sure you check your camera, make sure it's clean, no fingerprints, no water marks, nothing like that. Make sure you have fresh batteries. Check the size and color. Of course, this isn't a real thing anymore. This is back when you actually shot on film. So you make sure you have film. They want to make sure you don't put the film in hot space such as a car or direct sunlight. They want you to make sure you hold the camera steady. Watch your focus. Stay at least 4 feet. Don't block the lens. Make sure you take your finger off. I don't know how that used to be a thing, because I don't know. When I was taking pictures of cameras, my fingers never went there. So, compose your picture. Make sure that you get your people in the picture, but also think, like, where are they? I don't know. Where are they? Walt Disney World. So, look for stuff in the backgrounds. I love this picture because she is being photobombed by a tree that makes her look like she has antlers. But make sure you have stuff, set up. It's easier to edit and stuff out now. Here's a map of what the Magic Kingdom looked like in 1976. Lots different now. I mean, all that area over here is for the Little Mermaid area, I think it is. Yeah, and then, you've got everything in here. Here's, Mr. Toad isn't there anymore. And then Pirates of you have Splash Mountain and all that stuff over here. Big Thunder Mountain. There was a lot of stuff added. Of course, Tron's over here now. So this is a cool little map. Make sure you understand your distances. Some pictures don't need the family. Ooh, ouch. They tell you what to do if you're actually taking a video recorder or film, 8mm or something with you. And then it shows you how to get from places like the Contemporary, Polynesian, Fort Wilderness, that kind of stuff over. They even show Treasure Island, which doesn't exist anymore. Special attractions in River Country is a water park-ish area that is over in Fort Wilderness, or was, it isn't anymore. Go to Treasure Island. You can admire rare, beautiful birds. Of course, this was all, there's several videos about what happened to Treasure Island and how they got rid of it. The electric water pageant, this still runs in the Seven Seas Lagoon every night. So this gives you a little bit about what's going on at the Polynesian. Of course, this has been remodeled recently. So there's, I don't know what's all left in there. I've never been to Polynesian. I'm going to go next time I go just to go in and look. This is the Contemporary. This is where I really want to stay, but it's like $800 a night. So that's not going to happen. Maybe for my last trip. They did have a golf resort. I'm sure that's part of the new ESPN setup. And then Fort Wilderness. Lake Buena Vista. I'm sure all this has mostly been torn out and added for new stuff. And an ad for Freaky Friday. Good movie. So then it gives you a little bit of information about the monorail and transportation stuff. So that is the Walt Disney World guide from 1976. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And until next time, catch you guys on the flip side.